Living with a dog in Honolulu is, well, pretty amazing, but it definitely comes with its own unique set of challenges and adventures. To make sure you and your dog can really enjoy everything the island has to offer, from the beach parks to the busy neighborhoods, finding the right trainer is absolutely key. Okay, let's get into how you can find the perfect professional for your life here in paradise. So, here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with what makes training a dog here so different. Then we'll get into the training basics, the methods, and different class formats. After that, we'll talk credentials and, of course, costs. I'll also give you a list of essential questions to ask, and we'll wrap up with some local rules and resources you need to know about.
All right, first things first. Let's talk about why training a dog in Honolulu isn't exactly the same as doing it on the mainland. A really good trainer here gets the local environment, and they know how to prepare your dog for the realities of island life. I mean, think about it. Your day might involve walking through a packed sidewalk in Waikiki or trying to stay calm at a busy farmer's market. Or maybe you're just trying to relax at a beach park like Ala Moana. A lot of us live in condos, right? So good manners in tight spaces are a must. And you know you're going to run into a random chicken or a mongoose eventually. Having solid training is what makes all of this stuff not just possible, but actually stress-free. Okay, so we've set the scene. Now let's dig into the core things you need to know before you even start looking for a trainer. This is all about the what and the how of good modern dog training.
So, this is probably the most important thing to understand, the training philosophy. The method that's recommended by pretty much all modern experts is called positive reinforcement. It's all about rewarding your dog for making good choices. It's not just effective, it's how you build a really strong bond and a trusting relationship with your dog.
You're going to see two main options out there: group classes and private lessons. Group classes are awesome for learning to focus around other dogs and people, real-world distractions. Private lessons, on the other hand, let you focus on very specific issues, like maybe your dog goes crazy when the doorbell rings in your condo.
And there are a few other formats too. In-home training is fantastic for tackling problems right where they happen. Then there's day training, which is great if you're short on time. The trainer does the hard work with your dog and then shows you how to keep it going. And you'll see board and train programs, which are really intensive, but you have to do your homework to make sure they're using humane, positive methods.
All right, let's switch gears and get practical. We're talking about how to figure out if a trainer really knows their stuff and what you should expect to budget for their help here in Honolulu.
You can think of certifications kind of like a degree for dog trainers. They show that a person has met a high standard of knowledge about how animals learn, about behavior, and about ethics. So keep an eye out for acronyms like CPDTKA for general training. If you're dealing with more serious stuff like fear or anxiety, you might look for a specialist with something like a CBCCKA.
Now, let's talk money. Here's a general idea of what training costs look like in Honolulu. A set of puppy classes might be a couple $100s, while something like a board and train program is a much bigger investment. And yeah, these prices do reflect the higher cost of living on the island, so it's a good idea to have a budget in mind from the get-go.
So you've done some research, you've got a short list of trainers. Now it's time to actually talk to them. I'm going to give you the most important questions you need to ask when you have that first conversation. Think of this as your cheat sheet. You really want to hear them talk about using positive, low-stress methods. Ask them how they're going to make a plan that's specific to your dog and your goals. And of course, always get the details on costs and ask if they collaborate with your vet, especially if you're working on a more serious behavior issue. Being a great dog owner in Honolulu also means being a great neighbor and a responsible member of the community. So let's quickly cover some of the local rules and a few fantastic resources that will help you along the way. Here is a number every single dog owner in Honolulu should know by heart: 8. 8 feet. That's the maximum leash length you're allowed to have in any public area. So teaching your dog to walk nicely on a loose leash isn't just a convenience, it's actually the law. And besides the leash law, just remember these 3 things. Your dog needs to have a current rabies vaccine and a Honolulu County license. Also, be really mindful of barking. Especially in our dense neighborhoods, nonstop barking can become an official noise nuisance. So that's another great thing to work on with a trainer. The good news is you're not in this alone. The Hawaiian Humane Society is an amazing resource, and when you're ready to get out and practice, places like the Diamond Head and Mauna Lua dog parks are great for some safe, off-leash fun. And a park like Kapiolani is the perfect real-world classroom for practicing that on-leash focus. When you get right down to it, all this work is for one simple reason:
to build a really wonderful life with your dog here in Hawaii. A dog that's well-behaved and confident can join you on so many more adventures, which just makes every day better for both of you. Finding that right trainer is really the first big step toward that goal. Hopefully, this gives you the confidence to go out and make a great choice. Good luck with your search, and here's to many, many happy adventures with your dog, whether that's just hanging out at home, walking your neighborhood, or enjoying another beautiful day at the park.